ago, but it says parental responsibility versus self-responsibility. You know, the brother was kind of talking about, you know, mom's left, she abandoned us, and, you know, that was very, so she left, she abandoned us. That can bring out anger with relationships. You blaming all these women for your mama leaving, right? And, you know, you're seeing things lopsided. You're not even trying to find out why she left, who she was, if she had mental problems or whatever. And, you know, and so, you know, and so he hung out a lot with his sisters, and that's nice, you know, but it's like parental responsibility versus self-responsibility. Parental responsibility involves learned and unlearned behavior. It involves the role modeling of right versus wrong behaviors. Parental responsibility involves the rules we set for ourselves and our children before and after the point of conception, and also through the remaining developmental stages from toddler, child, kid, teen, and early adult. The rules are do what I say, not what I do. The rules also say what's done in the house stays in the house. Ask yourself question, number one. Do you believe parents should be held responsible for anything, everything their children do until they make the age of 18 years old? I mean, to held responsible. If you got a son, 17 and 2/4, and he shoots the neighbor's dog or the neighbor, should you go to jail for your son shooting that guy? No. Wow. See, now some of us, I don't know if I did it, I hope I didn't, I could have. Some of us will say, I'm on drugs because my daddy used drugs. The reason why I smoke crack is because my daddy's friend smoked crack and he brought it, you know. But actually, my father did use heroin. Actually, I saw a needle in his arm at 7. But when it comes to my choice of using heroin, he was nowhere around. He had been gone for years, right? So even my friends should not be held responsible, I don't think, because I still have a choice if I'm going to put it in my body. Just because they took something and killed themselves don't mean I have to do it.
Right.
So we tend to blame our parents and others for things we do. Number 2 says, do you believe your parents, friends, spouse, significant other, or yourself is responsible for making you beat your partner and for you catching 52 weeks of domestic violence? I mean, like, do you believe that your friends made you do it? Do you believe your significant made you catch the 52 weeks? Do you believe, maybe your parents? I mean, could it have been their fault?
No. I mean, people can they can influence you with their views, but actually making you do anything, no, it's on you.
It's on you. Now, there are people, that's why you gotta be very careful out there in the public. If these are your partners, or somebody you say is your partner, that's up for review. Who's your friend? But if your woman were to come and say something to you like she do at home, all our women cuss us out at home.
Yeah.
You know, they do. We gonna get it. We don't tell the truth about it. But yeah, somebody gets, you drop your underwear over here, you can pick them up, your socks, and all that. But I don't know who the hell you think you is, nigga. You know, and all that. Yeah. And you be like, and you know, they want you to run over there and get them right now. Yeah, I'll get them in a minute. No, you ain't gonna get them in a minute. I'm tired of picking up that thing, right? Yeah, all that. So, but if she comes out and cusses you out in front of people you know and associate yourself with, it can do something even more extreme to you about going off. Because you want to make her shut up. Because the guys are here performing their position. Their position is to laugh and giggle. Ah, yeah, what you say? Ah! Like, that's irritating. But you got to be strong and not bite, right? But, So they can, that influence of that laughing and that noise tends to make people go off, right? Now we gotta show them, right, that we can keep our relationship in check.
That it's more like an image that
Yes,
you're trying to portray.
again, we're not doing it, we're not doing it for her, we're doing stuff for them.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff for them, like the car. We're doing stuff for them. We don't have to really show them anything because I've learned that at the end of the day, they're not helping me with my bills. They're going home to wherever they're at, and they're lucky to be.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supporting me.
See, but it's different because like when you, well, it's not really different, but I see it like when you in the heat of the moment, you don't really think consciously like that until after the moment.
Yeah, because it looks real bad to bite and end up in the police car, right? And it's like, and they're over there grinning, they're over there even talking to your girl, and you on the way to jail. He's like, yeah. They're not even gonna talk to the police for you to get you out. They just, but all that, but yeah, so I don't think you're right. I do believe you're right. The moment, the position of that moment. But I think you got action if you already position your mind that this might happen. You know, just expect things to happen sometime. Expect that you didn't give her that $20 at the house because you was a little mad. She said something, so you said forget it. She said forget it. But then she's coming to the block. She's coming looking for you. Right? She might show up at any time. And if she shows up, what am I going to do? How am I going to handle it? Am I going to worry about their giggling? Or am I going to handle it? Hey, baby, look. Yeah, matter of fact, I ain't got much more than this. You wanted 20, here's $2 extra dollars. Here's $20. Just take it. Don't let nobody see it. It's just, you know, because, but anyway, number 3 says, if and when a person begins to use and abuse drugs, do you believe their parents, significant other, and friends should be held responsible for their drug abuse process and their recovery process?
No. Once again, that's on you.
Oh man, I was like, damn, Mom, you know, well, Mama, you my mama, so yeah, you should help me get off this dope. Yeah, well, my mama, she did help me. She did. She helped me, and she said, don't you bring your ass back in this house. She helped me and said, there will not be any drug using in my house. If you want to die, go right ahead. But I'm not giving you no money. I'm not going to baby you. I know you're smart, and you're going to have to use your smarts to get yourself out of it.
Well, they help you more as showing tough love than anything else.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but at the same time, the drug addict he wants to use whatever he can to get joy. I thank my mother because I feel shame around her. If a person grows up and doesn't have shame or guilt feelings towards what they do, they can be very dangerous. If you get in a relationship with a partner and they don't feel shame or guilt, you may have the wrong partner. Shame or guilt is important. It's important to feel shameful because shame says, I've done something wrong. I've harmed you, right? And I need to or want to, when time comes, to make an amends to you. But if nothing is nothing, then I'll keep doing things to you. I'll harm you. I'll go over and over and over, and I won't feel any guilt or regret.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a bad place to be. And I feel shame or guilt. Number 4, if you were to judge yourself for your recent violent behavior, who would you say should be held responsible for you beating your partner and catching 52 weeks of domestic violence case? You, your significant other, your friends, or your parents? I mean, but I would say, okay, my dad taught me how to put terror on the family. He put terror on us. right? He got down, he hit mom in the face with irons. He was sick. You know, so he, a person would say he is responsible. And then I was 19 years old. I'm performing a violent act on, you know, a lady in my life. And because my feelings are hurt. And my mother saw me doing it. She said, take your goddamn hands off her. I said, Mama, you don't know what she did. She said, I don't give a damn what she did. Yeah, go let her go. My mama fell on the couch, grabbed her heart. I stopped. Mama, you all right? You all right, Mama? She said, yeah, let me talk to you in the kitchen. I came in there. She said, I love my grandson and his mother with all my heart, like they're mine. She said, I can't believe you acting like your father. Don't say that, Mama. All them feelings came up. I'm acting like him? Yeah, you acting like him. I don't want to be him, Mama. She said, look, I need you to promise me something. I said, what, Mama? She said, promise me, no matter how mad a woman makes you, you will not put your hands on her. Promise me, if you get that mad or begin to get that mad, you'll fucking walk away. Leave her. Leave her. Leave her right there where she's standing. She said, I need you to promise me that. I said, Mom, she said, stop all that goddamn mumbling. I said, I promise, Mom. And I've been holding that promise. Right? I'm like 19, 20, and now I'm supposed to be 52. That's a long run. That's a long run. They try to get me too. You know, I just had the girl, one girl, I think Maxine was like, she come over, big girl, right? I mean, heavy boned. Nice looking though. She in the bathroom, doing, probably in there drinking, but she getting herself all pretty put her little nightwear on. And by the time she come out the bathroom, I'm asleep. You know, I'm not knowing this gas coming out the stove and probably put me out. She is so mad that I'm asleep and I don't get to see her walk through the threshold. She slaps me. Bah! To big heavy hands, and I'm out. I was like, man, what are you doing? And I had to restrain her, right? Put her in some kind of move, wrestling position. She's big, man. It can hurt you. Well, knock my last few teeth I had left out of my mouth. Right? But, you know, in regards to that, I'm just trying to realize you're the man. You know, even though they got some strong girls, you can master the strength over her, and I don't have to go there, you know, even with them going there, right? Because it's, you know, I don't want to make a person look ugly. I don't want to bruise somebody's face. Somebody that's supposed to be pretty to us, supposed to be our flower and our gift. I went to jail one time in this process of counseling. I messed up one time, but I went to jail, met this guy, big old, tall, white guy. I said, hey man, what's going on? I got in trouble. I said, what happened, man? What happened? And they're still counseling. He said, man, I'm my fiance. I said, what about it, man? Well, you know, I got drunk and just fucking went off. I said, you went off, you beat her, huh? Yeah. I said, your wife, your fiance is very beautiful, isn't she? Yes, how you know, James, how you know? I said, I can just imagine how you talking. I said, she's beautiful like a rose, right? He said, yeah, man, she is. How you know? I said, I'm just imagining this beautiful rose. I said, have you ever saw a beautiful rose? And he says, the rose was so beautiful, and a person put the rose in the girl's, and this is, your woman is a rose, you put it in your hand. I said, how does a rose look when you crush it? I said, is it still pretty? I said, what's up, man? Man, you just hit me so hard. Man, James, where you be at, man? We're a middle class family. I want to hire you. You know, maybe you can help. And I was like, and those guys showing me something bigger outside the box. You know, and I'm helping, brother, I'm helping him, and I'm pointing some stuff out to him where you can really see it, right? I said you gotta be careful with your alcohol, because you can do it again and not be conscious of what you're doing, right? You know, and why would you need as much alcohol when you got your girl? You know, why would you do that? You can get a little bit of that and a whole lot of that, right? And she can be your high, right? It's good to have a girl you can be high on her nature being around you in her presence, right? And you got a chance to be sober enough to tell how much you appreciate her instead of sounding all drunk and stupid. You know, that's not really cute, being drunk and stupid. We think it's cute because we all drunk and goofy and dumb, but that's not cute. You know, and let alone if somebody filming you and you get to see how stupid you can. And all you can do is remember how fun it was having. But nobody else was having fun because you was drunk and stupid. Yeah. You know. So anyway, we're just jumping out of zone 5. Okay. Okay. It says number 5. Do you believe or feel if you have sex with someone and they get pregnant and have a child that you didn't want, that it should be solely a woman's responsibility to take care of that child by herself?
See, that's a hard one.
Yeah, but I don't know. See, because I'll try to play it out. And I think I kind of feel you because a lot of my homies said it, and I probably wanted to say it in my action when I say, I don't want no kids, right? Because I was like, I don't want to be dealing with somebody. Some of those partners was, I probably can kick it with you on and off for a year, maybe 6 months. But I can't think about the rest of my life, you know, so I didn't want to have babies by anybody. You know, I was a little scared because you got to have money to take care of baby. You got to be responsible to take care of baby. So most times we want to run from the situation. But people say, well, you're the one that wanted to have it. I think that's an immature statement, right? To say, I'm not going to help you because you, right? Now, at the same time, this child that comes from us, the creation of God that made such a powerful connection that there's an egg and there's a sperm seed that touches the egg and creates life, right? Well, see, part of that egg and part of that life is you, right? So when one says, I'm not going to take care of this, it's also saying, I'm not going to take care of a part of me, right? This is a part of you.
Yeah.
The little sucker look like you and everything, right? He got that big toe that you got, and that other toe that's the same size as a big toe, right? And he just got that. He got that wall. That is me. So if I say I'm not going to take care of it, I'm also saying I'm not going to take care of me. And some of our process of life, our homies, we got friends, right, that have stopped taking care of themselves. Right? They're not even 30 years old yet, and they have stopped taking care of themselves, right? And they walk around, we ain't even talking about the children part yet. They walk around and it's like, what happened, man? We still young. What you doing over there? You know, you ain't brushed your teeth, you ain't cleaned up, you ain't put a nice shirt on. You stand over there with a buggy with some hubcaps in it. You know, this your homie, y'all went to school together and all. That looks really bad. He's not taking care of himself, right? So a lot of times, the mind says, I'm not going to take care of what's mine. So whether you're in a relationship with a child's mother or not, it's still a part of you. You said, but she wanted to have the baby. I did it. But you did not put a condom on. You know what I'm saying? So responsibility. You did not put a condom on. I did not put a condom on. And I've gotten a couple of women, right? One of the kids died. And I heard a rumor that somebody had been pregnant by me. I did do it to the girl twice. And one day, I rode down the street, and I seen this little black boy. My father's hella dark, my son hella dark. This little black kid looked just like me and my son. He had an afro, and something made me look. And I know that the girl used to be over to his house, but I had been cheating on a girlfriend of mine that her kids used to be over at this house too. So it wasn't good for me to stop. But I remembered looking at it, and it awakened something, like I was looking in the mirror. Anyway, I found out a little later on, probably a month, 2 later, the child died. I'm thinking he might have had diabetes like me. And so if a child has diabetes and it's nobody knows, he could be over here playing, right? In the safety of a fence, behind the fence, or somewhere else, or go to sleep. You don't know that the diabetes has attacked him, blood sugar, and he might not wake up. No, everybody thought he was asleep. By the time you get to him, he could be dead. Diabetes is very dangerous.
Yeah, it's no joke.
And even at 17, it was bad for me. I could have died. So that was a loss. I would have loved to have him and my son, 2 little black boys, right? About the same height, maybe. Sometimes they grow taller, but just, oh man, they could just be all in love with their dad. That would have been really nice, man. But at times you be fearful of parenting, right? Then you get old and you wish you had some, something, a part of you to carry on.
Yeah.
A part of you to carry on. So we was on 6.
Not me on 7.
Did anyone feel believe this? No, 6.
Okay, 6, okay.
Okay. Does anyone feel or believe that it is still your parents' responsibility to allow you to live with them and take care of you after you have made 18 years old or older? I mean, like, if I was a good kid, making my bed up all the time at mom's house, right? And if I was, and if I washed the dishes all the time, and sure, I make 18 years old, or I move out at 17 and I stay with some people and now I'm 25, 30, I think I should still be able to stay at mom. So what, she got a boyfriend? So what, she want to live her life in a relationship and she's freed up now? So what, she sent us to school and paid for our education and our clothes and all that? I think I should still be able to go over her house and crash. I also think I shouldn't have to pay no bills. I should be able to stay here, eat up, anything she cook, and just be like that. She's my mama, right? I should come before that dude she with. She's responsible. She should have never had me. And if I get 55 years old, she's still supposed to take care of me. Because I'm her little boy. I'm kind of old though, but I still want to say I'm her little boy. So I don't know if I'm just being dramatic. I think that there's a time to graduate to the other level. There's a time for the child to be kicked out of the nest, right? Just like the birds go fly and go get worms for their kids, their little birds. But after a while, the birds, right, mama coming in and get excited, they've been getting their arms strong and their wings. But after a while, before the child gets too big, before the bird gets too big, the mother, even if she can't do it by herself, she gets the father to help grab their little ass by their necks and throw them out the nest.
Just to see
them
fly by themselves.
Yeah, they have to, and hopefully you've been really exercising, they told you, because you don't have to go out there and fend for yourself. It's part of growing up. It's a developmental cycle that we must continue, and a lot of people get broken in the developmental cycle. A lot of children will go home and beat their mother's boyfriend or new husband that's not their father, or their real father, they'll beat his ass because they feel they should be with mom. That is a sickness that they have in, I forgot the name of the syndrome, I'll think of it by next week. It's when a boy falls in love with his mother, right, and becomes jealous of his father. They have another syndrome, a psychotic syndrome, where girls fall in love with their dads at very young ages and kill their mother in order to be with their father, right? Now, many of us in our communities and stuff, in our culture, we don't go that far, but we have different tastes of it. You can't stand nobody, right? A man can't even be sitting on the couch hugging moms, watching a movie. Because we come and think like moms is our problem, right? And we got to be careful with that. Go on and let her live. You won't, as long as he's loving, taking care of her, and being nice to her, that should be our only really concern. And if she's digging him, hey, let her live. Let her live. Don't be interrupting all that. Same way I've had a couple of girls, not a whole bunch, but I had a couple of girls my mother really did not like. I found out later she might have been right about one of them, but I wasn't gonna let mom say, you can't be with her. Never. I don't care how old I was. I'm not gonna let my mother tell me who to date, who to sleep with, I'm just not gonna do it. And I think it's very kind of lopsided. You know, she could say, son, I don't know about, okay, that's fine. But don't just smash on me and say, yeah, I bet not see you with her no more.
Well, like, you know, that kind of remind me how, like, the movie Baby Boy was with, like Tyrese and his mom.
Yeah.
And it had to have a certain situation that had to happen for him to.
I'm glad they put that in that movie.
Yeah.
Too.
Had to wake up and be like, well, you know what? And you know what she had said, you know, mama gotta have a life too. Yeah. And it's true. You know what I'm saying?
And I heard my girl say this to her son. She'd be like, nigga, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not, you know, cause, you know, the cat would call her and say, mama, I need woo $3. Mama, I need, and one time, man, she seemed like she was on the phone 30 minutes. He said, he did not want to hear that she don't have it, right? I'm like, damn. I said, I barely even would ask my mother for something. But if she said, no, I don't have it, that's good enough.
Right.
You don't have to say it no 30,000 times, right? But that is probably for his relationship partner. Talk to that, because y'all on a different level, right? You sleeping with her and whatever. And you guys are taking care of each other, I guess, if that's your ability. But to go out and like, you have to, and you 26, 27 years old, you know, something happened in the mix with that. And some of it probably was his mother's fault, because I don't know, man, I've always tried to be there for my mother at a young age. If I found some money, I would bring it to my mom, right? Mama here. I understood we was poor, right? I would find a $50 bill on the ground. I would not go to the store and buy no candy. I would give it to my mother, right? And in my book, I talk about watching a movie called Claudine, about a garbage man taking care of his welfare family. And so I was 6, 7 years old. I was about that level. I knocked on doors. Hey, little boy, you're a cute little boy. I'm all right, ma'am. I wanted to know if you need your garbage empty. Oh, baby, I got some garbage. Man, before you go get the garbage, I'm only charging $2. Right, quick. Because I'm examining as a child how the mind works. Don't walk away without telling them they got to pay you.
Right.
Right? That's sharp thinking. Because you can grab their garbage, go back to the door to ask for your money, and they said, well, ain't got nothing. So you ain't going to go in the garbage and pull the garbage out the can, bring it back and say,
unless you petty.
Unless you petty. So I went and did that. And then I got a job. Somebody said, you want a job walking our dog around the block every day? Every time you go around 4 square blocks, we give you $2 more. I walked that dog. The dog name was Mr. Moto. Little bitty little shrimp dog. And I was a little shrimp too. So we was just walking, and I got the job. Then they turned around and told me they wanted me to take their daughter to the movies. She wasn't, at that, she probably hella pretty now, but She wasn't all that then. They talked about it. She had some thick glasses on, right? Her name was Crystal, right? And I was like, oh man. But yeah, I bet you she's probably very beautiful. That happens sometimes. They can have a certain look when they real little.
They gotta grow.
And then when they grow, they be the most beautiful girl in the neighborhood. And she remembers, yeah, you remember y'all was laughing at me, shooting spitballs at me in class? You know, do you remember that? Do you remember that? Yeah, so anyway, number 7. Okay, is there anyone here that now is willing to take responsibility for the abuse that you caused? I don't know. I messed up, man. I put a typo in the thing. The abuse you caused yourself and others. We have to take responsibility of our tongue and of the way we receive things and the way we give out things, right? They have a thing called encoding and decoding. This comes in the world of communication. Encoding is sending a message out so the person can understand what you mean, right, in a pretty proper way. Decoding is when somebody returns something to us and how we receive it. Sometimes you could be talking to your partner and you're saying one thing and she don't hear shit you're saying. She thinks you trying to degrade her. Oh, I know you going there again. You try to say, baby, no, I'm not. But that's the way she decodes information. She hears it, and it could be hearing something from an abusive past, something that happened abusive in a relationship, belittlements and all kind of stuff. And sometimes our partners think that we are the same people. And I have to remind her, no, I'm James the Third. My son is James the Fourth. You have us mixed up. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, anyway, I think that's it, man. I don't know, man. You know, sometimes you gotta go on and get up out of here. You know,